Erwin Schrödinger in 1935 proposed a thought experiment to show how ridiculous and counterintuitive quantum mechanics is when applied to everyday objects. He devised a cat experiment to express how quantum superposition could really be like in physical reality around us, or at least for a cat. This is one of the experiments which shows how one of the quantum mechanical interpretation known as Copenhagen interpretation, saying a particle can simultaneously be in more than one state, would essentially be like in physical reality. The thought experiment goes like this. Say you have a steel box. Inside the box, you put a cat and a radioactive substance. Also, you place a Geiger counter which can detect the radiation when the radioactive substance decays and can activate a hammer placed above a vial of poisonous fluid which can shatter the glass container into pieces when activated. Our radioactive substance has a 50% chance of decaying and a 50% chance of not decaying in the next 1 hour. If the atoms of the radioactive substance decayed, the Geiger counter is going to detect the radiation which triggers the hammer and breaks the vial to release the poison and kills the cats in the next 1 hour. But if the radioactive material didn't decay, the poison doesn't gonna release and the cat survives in the next 1 hour. If we set out the experiment and observe after 1 hour, the cat has either dead or alive with a 50% chance of being dead and a 50% chance of being alive, because our original radioactive substance has 50% probability of decaying and a 50% probability of not decaying on a course of 1 hour. This is all happening in classical realm of the situation. But in quantum realm, the cat is said to be in a state called a superposition of both dead and alive at the same time until we observe it with half of dead state and half of alive state, which is ridiculous and makes no sense at all in classical realm. This is all happening as long as we didn't observe and figure out whether the cat has dead or alive. If we open the box and observe what has happened, we would only end up seeing the cat being dead or alive and never both. This means that our act of observation causes the quantum superposition of dead and alive state to be collapsed into either dead or alive state with a corresponding probability of collapsing, in this case 50% for both states. This is the weirdness of quantum mechanics which Schrödinger was trying to convey, but it is the way quantum mechanics works for microscopic objects. What Schrödinger did was trying to associate this quantum mechanical interpretation known as Copenhagen interpretation into macroscopic objects like the cat, and the results goes pretty weird, with the cat being in an in-between state of death and life. But either way, this is how things works in microscopic world with clouds of probabilities known as wave functions superposing upon one another until we make a measurement or an observation. Thanks for watching.